got a dick. I got a chicken noodle can.
What are the pros and cons of having a chicken noodle can instead of a phallus?
I mean, I don't know, but all my life, damn it. All my life, I've been putting this can inside my chicken noodle wife. Chicken noodle God come down from the mountain saying, chicken noodle man, you gotta work all day. Chicken noodle man, you gotta cross the River Jordan, feed the devil soup until your troubles go away. That's the whole thing.
So let's put a pin in that second half.
Half?
So...
That last 4 8.
I was down with the first part, but then you brought the devil into it.
Well, yeah, hold on. Actually,
it's a spiritual. I can here. I'll do the real inflection.
Okay.
Here I am, ain't got a dick. I got a chicken noodle can. All my life, I've been putting this can inside my chicken noodle wife. Chicken noodle God come down from the mountain saying, chicken noodle man, you gotta work all day. Chicken noodle man, you gotta cross the River Jordan, feed the devil soup until your troubles go away.
So, if you're feeding the devil soup, but we've established that your dick is a chicken noodle can.
Yes. I think you know what that means.
It means you're fucking the devil, I believe, right?
Yeah. That's how you get your troubles to go away.
So
you have sex with the devil.
I think you have the devil fillet you is the context.
So
seems like witchcraft.
If your wife is made out of chicken noodles, is that the equivalent of her being made of dicks or cum, technically?
I don't know that your wife is made of chicken noodles. I think she is fond of chicken noodles, which is where the descriptor of chicken noodle wife comes into play. Yeah.
Okay.
Potentially. Or no, it's just literally noodles. And then, she's just made of the muscular tissue that makes up a dick. In the context of your dick.
These are the things we are allowed to think about now on November 8th, 2020, episode 119 of the Voluntary Viewing podcast. First one after the election. On the podcast...
Is this... Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, terrible. Wow, what an interruption to the whole flow of the entire podcast. This is officially 119.
Correct.
We are not making 119 the lost episode and then moving on to 120 and having a mythical 119.
No, because with my technical issues, my responsibility on this one, I apologize for not having an episode last weekend, everyone. There was not even enough in there to salvage a black tapes entry like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
No.
But that makes it all the more mythical, the fact that it's literally lost forever. It will never
Yeah,
be.
you're definitely not allowed to delete that, because one of these days people will be like, what happened to the mythical episode 118? And
118 and a half.
Yes.
118 and a half. Yeah. Lion King 118 and a half.
Yep.
And you're just like, well, this is it. And then just nonsensical 45 minutes of Ryan and Andrew like clearly communicating something to Lucas, and then like 20 minutes later him answering it.
I mean,
and
it
then
could
also
just be a
like
duocast.
responding to things in the future.
I say we make it a duocast if this becomes a real thing that we need to do. Make it a duocast and like ADR Lucas's parts. Have him respond the way we think he did in the original cut. I think that would be the way to go with it.
Get in the car.
Hey Lucas, what's your take on X anime?
Yeah.
And it's like, the following is a reenactment of what the artists believe Lucas would have said.
Archaeologist.
It's just like a dude that looks like 68% of like what Lucas looks like, and it's like a really bad actor portraying Lucas. Well, if you really look at how good One Piece is, there's nothing really that you can do in comparison.
I picture it like when archaeologists recreated what King Tut sounded like, and it's just like, and it's literally just a guy going, like,
Jesus.
That's literally like, archaeologists have recreated the conversation of three friends from the year 2020 during the pandemic. Here's what the likely third member sounded like.
Simp.
Yeah. About
anime,
OnlyFans.
simp, hentai.
My favorite thing with the King Tut voice thing was definitely the memes that came out of it. Because for a little while, I thought the actual version of it was like, here's what he may have sounded like. And it's just the dude screaming. Ah! The really short scream. Ah!
Yeah, it's a good video. All right, derailed on.
Okay, today on the podcast, we have the man riding the blue wave in his vessel, the Hangman, Ryan Holtz.
Surf's up! I'm hanging 10 members of the Trump administration from the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah! We'll get there.
Snap neck.
Is this a reference I don't understand?
You
What?
hang 10 in surfing.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like that
I'm going
that
to
joke
hang
was done too
members
well.
of the...
It was done too quickly.
I mean,
Was it? I'm going to hang 10 members of the Trump administration from the Brooklyn Bridge.
because like
They're brigands or pirates.
no, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying that was too good of a joke.
Oh.
No, because like typically fascists are murdered when they're removed from power.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are layers.
It's
Layers.
just I don't know. That was done very very smoothly between you two. Like Lucas said Ryan's riding the blue wave on his vessel, the Hangman.
Andrew,
And you're like, I'm hanging 10.
did you not do your
I
improv
didn't
stretches before this? Like you seem
I don't
a
know.
little
I don't know
tired
what
right
I'm doing right now.
I straight up did not get the hangman reference in my own joke. Like, I literally was like, I'm hanging 10. How do I connect that to something? All right, I'll make it a Trump joke. Did not realize that Lucas said that I'm riding the hangman. That is from Fantasy High, though.
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, so it was kind of a reference I didn't understand.
It was partially a reference you didn't understand, but that wasn't part of my joke. I wasn't intending on that being part of it, like so well connected.
This
But
isn't
it
part
was.
of it.
He does. The hangman
I'm
doesn't
ruining-
hang anyone in
No.
Fantasy High. He's just a demon
I'm also-
motorcycle.
I'm ruining the podcast. It's like, here's Ryan with a good joke. I'm like, hold on, stop the presses. You just made a joke.
A joke is something meant to elicit laughter or mirth in the general population.
Can
Merriam-Webster's
you walk us
dictionary.
through how you constructed this joke, Ryan?
Yes. Layers.
All's on the pod.
I understood it, but other people may not have. Jesus Christ,
You
I'm
interrupt
sorry.
Lucas.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this has been a 10-minute intro.
Guys, the video chat like totally adds to it. Like the vibes are so much better. We can like foresee things coming.
Also on the podcast today, we have 270 himself, Andrew Clarke.
I am just enough electoral votes to bring a president into the office. However, I don't necessarily need the majority of votes across the country to do so. So, tell me, do I even belong?
I will find out in the next 4 years. And then last but...
End me. Kill me. Kill me, Lucas.
Kill my existence.
Kill
Hang
me,
from
Joe
the Brooklyn
Biden.
Bridge.
And then, last but not least, I am Lucas the Writer, and I am thrilled that Joe Biden is President of America. President-elect.
Yeah, president-elect. Not president yet. There's still so much damage that can be done.
I mean, with...
Hi, Phil Swift here.
yeah, you know what? That's a concern, but with Congress out of session, we'll see. We'll see.
Joe is Joe Biden going to be a JoJo Biden?
Ooh.
Do you think he'll be JoJo's Bizarre Presidency?
I'd be down for that. Although the predominant JoJo meme right now is Libertarian Joe Jorgensen seemingly costing Trump the election in Michigan, even though that's not 100% accurate because people who would have voted Democrat might have also shifted Libertarian, but no, that's the meme.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and say that
Fair.
libertarians have a pretty direct tie to Republicans, and the vast majority of those votes were definitely going to Trump.
JoJo won Biden the presidency. There we go.
Yeah, here's the thing about libertarians. Libertarians always try to describe themselves as, like, fiscally conservative, but, socially liberal. When in reality, most libertarians are just Republicans that like to smoke weed and pretend to be okay with gay and black people.
Not wrong.
I mean, it's kind of just all they are.
Titles.
I should say sometimes pretend to be okay with those people.
There's so many titles in Andrew's sentence. I'm curious what Lucas was breaking out. Is it here's the thing about libertarians?
I mean, that's up there.
You might be a libertarian if you fucking are cool with the NSA spying on you, but you pretend that you just want small government.
Oh my god, we get it. Your parents were conservative, so you have to be a slightly different brand of conservative.
We get it. You fuck. Leave some for the rest of us.
Oh, so we're not talking about libertarians anymore?
No, I am. Libertarians are the best lays.
Oh.
Why would you lie to our audience like that?
Libertarians like to back that Big Mac truck right in this little garage because they're socially liberal. So they love WAP. Libertarians like Ben Shapiro.
Famously, the CEO libertarian does not like WAP.
He's not a fucking libertarian either.
Okay.
Like
He's definitely not a libertarian. He's a textbot conservative Republican.
Okay.
He's literally the poster boy of modern American conservatism. Fucking goddamn it. It was great.
Ben Shapiro is completely fine with government intervention as long as it, is in favor of something that he supports, which is kind of the hallmark of today's Republican Party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's stopping the count.
Yeah.
Stop the count.
Wait, if you stop the count right now, you would lose, though, right?
Stop it.
Well, no. If you count the legal votes, if you count the votes that I cast, I would win.
Every single one of his votes was legal. I love how he didn't even get away from that. Like he's like, I won the most votes of any president ever if you only count the legal ones, and it's like, I feel like there's definitely some illegal ones by your definition, like ones that were counted post election night, because you were only at 65 million.
Quick, we need to hold a press conference at the Four Seasons No Not That One to tell people about this.
The Four Seasons landscaping in New Jersey was just
it was so perfect.
Wait, what?
So good.
Look, we have space. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Who approved that? Some dude that I'm the fertilizer guy. Picks up the phone. If you want to hold a press conference here, can I book you? Yeah, I guess. Show up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so the actual reporting on this has revealed that it is a little bit insidious, where it seems like the people behind the company realized they could use this to make money, evident by the fact that they're releasing merchandise now because of this event. But it's
so are you saying
weird.
that the people at the landscaping company pretended to be the Four Seasons Hotel and then booked them that way? Because that's also even funnier.
That's way better. Yeah, I actually like this more. You're saying it's more insidious. That makes the story way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got fucking duped.
Some fucking 21-year-old college student who thought he was going to be hot shit just lost his job because of that.
Yeah, his first job is with the Trump administration. Great foot in the door there, bud. You are now fucking poisoned.
Not that Four Seasons, Giuliani, you knucklehead!
I saw the fucking, there was some tweets that were Trump staffers, especially the young ones, are nervous about their career prospects post-2020. And it's That was always going to be a thing, dude. Like, you signed a deal with the fucking devil, and now that it's already up after only 4 years instead of potentially 8, you're worried? Like, this was always gonna be the thing. I don't understand.
There are only so many Fox News positions, guys.
As Fox News kind of starts to already clearly editorialize in a certain direction away from Donald Trump that they've been leading the seeds for the last couple of years.
I checked Fox News every once in a while the last couple of days just to see how they would handle the coverage, and it's exactly the way that we thought they would.
Yeah.
Like they did briefly, call it for Joe Biden and then took all of their Joe Biden wins stuff down. It's like, President Trump launching inquiries and lawsuits into suspected voter fraud. Yeah, suspected by who?
Him.
One dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suspected by him because he lost.
All right. I imagine we're going to talk a lot more about this tomorrow on the Quarantine Cast, but until then, we are going into News of the Week. God, this all seems relatively minor in comparison. Well, you know what? Some of it's fun, at least, and we can talk about fun news now. Pokimane set a $5 cap on donations.
No! The simps!
But I want to give her so much more money. How else will she notice me?
Won't someone consider the simps? Just for once. Please, someone think of the simps. Poor Pokimane. What a rough life she must live.
You know what? At the end of the day, she is a minor celebrity and enjoying that level of status and protection. But then also as an internet celebrity, she's probably dealing with an unnecessary amount of harassment and a unique form of hardship. But yeah, okay. Yeah. She's fine. She'll be fine.
She's fine.
Yeah.
She's making literally millions of dollars.
Mm.
Her exclusive deal with Twitch, just to stream on Twitch, is worth $4.5 million. Like, that's just to stream. That's the baseline. Stream on our platform, you will make $4.5 million. Then everything from her fans, all the donos, all the bits, all that is all just gravy.
I don't know if you're listening, Twitch executives, but we will do that for a whole zero less.
Yeah.
You have 24 hours to respond.
This is a limited time offer, and then we go back to our regular rates of $2.3 million per year.
Or we start talking to the Mixer people.
Oh, Jesus. Mixer and Quibi. Those are our next two hotspots.
So is Quibi done, or is it being sold?
It's done.
Oh.
It's still putting out content. It's a zombie. It paid for the content.
I wonder if that... Well, yeah, okay. No, I imagine the actual logic driving the impetus of that decision is that, well, we're sitting on this content, we might as well put it out and try to make some money rather than no money. But I wonder also if, due to royalties and other stuff, like, they're contractually obligated to put out that content.
They're probably contractually obligated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, these people got paid. Like, the shit got made.
Right.
It's gonna go out somewhere.
And that place is Quibi.
They'll take it to Yahoo Screen if they say no.
Home of the last season of Community and nothing else.
Briefly.
Hey, Netflix, you want to pick something up for cheap? What do you mean you don't support vertical aspect ratio? Okay, well, can we just turn it sideways? It'll be a bit. World's first 90-degree angle TV show. And by TV show, we mean a series of 10-minute videos that you don't care about.
Fuck.
Quibi, the punching bag.
I mean...
Oh, man. One day, I hope that I can make a failed video viewing service and then become possibly the future Secretary of Commerce.
I'm struggling to think of any other company in recent memory that's made worse business decisions.
I mean,
GameStop is holding a competition where employees create TikTok videos to work more hours.
Not anymore.
Stage capitalism.
They're not having that competition anymore because people found out about it.
Fuck.
10 additional labor hours.
Oh my god. It's so fucking... Yeah, no. It's just on a silver platter for us.
I honestly want
So
to
good.
die. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. I won a trivia game with my company this last week, and I got a $50 gift card
And
to
they
our own
allowed you to
store.
work more hours, right?
No. I got a $50 gift card to our merch.
Huh?
So, like, definitely a little bit of a hollow victory. But it was something. I didn't have to post it to my own personal social media for all my friends to make fun of me just to get to work more.
Once you can go to your office again, gonna roll into your office's gift shop and walk out with 2 decent polos and a beer koozie.
2 decent polos for $50.
I
Try
don't-
1 hoodie and maybe a mask. That's merch, baby. Merch is expensive.
Is the mask attached to the hoodie?
It's a mask or a moody. Moody's better.
And then last but not least in the video game section, Sega Sammy, the company that invented the concept of modern arcades, is getting out of the arcade business.
No.
Oh, man.
Sad.
Now what else am I going to play in the arcade that I can't go to because everyone's touching it?
No, yeah, this is definitely... The pandemic accelerated this timeline by about 10 to 15 years, yeah.
Yeah. There was this crazy, like, I think it was called, like, a fun zone or some shit that was opening up in the Burbank Town Center, which is the mall that's, like, a few blocks away from me. And it looked like it was actually going to be kind of cool. And, yeah, they had, like, all sorts of, games, prizes, food, whatever else you want for, like, adults. Like,
Right.
kind of like a Dave and Buster's on, like, fucking steroids. And also, like, cool games as well, like axe throwing and fucking bowling and whatever else you wanted. And it literally was set to open like March 10th or something.
Aww.
That sounds
I
fucking
don't
rad.
think it's going to open.
Oh.
If I were a betting man, that's a lot of initial investment. I think they needed capital. And boy, did they not get it. So
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Those
timing.
guys were like, all right, if we have a good opening weekend, maybe we can, get ahead of our debt that we accrued due to everything we put into this place. And
Yep.
nope.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Aw.
Goddamn.
I miss barcades. Warner Bros. Asked Johnny Depp to resign from his role in Fantastic Beasts, the Fantastic Beasts movies, and he accepted.
Who's gonna be Grindelwald?
Anyone else? Nobody! Stop making these movies.
You're not wrong. Yeah, it just says it'll be recast. They have the script already, Lucas.
I love it in literally everything when someone is recast in a movie sequel or a TV show or something, and there's always that scene where the person walks in and it holds on their face for just maybe like a tenth of a second longer than it would have otherwise, and then someone says, "Oh, it's that person," so the audience knows that's who it is.
No, this was
It's very funny every time.
This was always Biff in Back to the Future. What are you talking about? Oh, Johnny Depp's response to this was in a typewriter font.
Yeah. He contacted Andrew.
Yeah, no, I wrote that press release.
Even though it's dated or location marked to London.
Oh, Christ.
I mean, he just asked me to, make it, in the voice of Johnny Depp. So I did a quick 3 bumps of Coke, followed by a tall glass of whiskey. and then typed it out. I haven't read it. I don't know what it says. Also, I did write it, but I don't know what it says.
And then you built a rocket and put the letter inside and blasted it like over a fence for some reason to Johnny Depp's PR team.
I went to the news outlet and I just hooked it onto a bottle rocket and shot it through the window. They thought they were being attacked, and once they read it, they knew that they were.
Also, it should be said that the reason he was asked to step down is because of some lasting domestic abuse allegations against him, which, well, definitely a complex situation. Johnny Depp was probably not a great partner.
Yeah, there are no winners in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation, let's just say. That sounded like just a fucking train wreck. Those two human beings should have never tried to make something work.
No.
Hey guys, remember, divorce is a thing.
It's one of those situations that everything you read just makes it worse. Like, you're like, it seems pretty cut and dry, like some abuse allegations. Let me just take a quick read. And then you're like, oh, actually it's more complex. Like, I guess it's tough to judge anyone. And then you're like, oh, let me dive a little deeper. And then you're like, fucking God, what? Is this fucking real life? Is this a movie that they're trying to sell? Like, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so, God, and I don't even know how far open we want to crack this egg, but, like, yes, Johnny Depp was abusive, but it seemed like she also tried to frame him as being even more of a drug-addled alcoholic.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like from the beginning, Amber Heard was trying to collect evidence against him. Like, before their relationship went sour, like, she was basically trying to collect things that she knew would help her win a court case while they were still quote-unquote together, quote-unquote happy.
Which I presumably to get Johnny Depp's money, but also Johnny Depp has no money. Johnny
Depp is one of the worst people with money that have ever lived. The amount of money he spent on just... that was my reference, the whole rocket thing.
Yeah.
That was for fucking Hunter S. Thompson's funeral. He spent like $3 million to launch his ashes in a rocket. He is insanely bad with money. It is impressive how much money he was able to
You didn't have to actually launch it, man. He's not going to know. He's dead.
Or you could have done something more cost-effective, dude.
You didn't
have to go so hard.
You could have paid NASA to just put it on the next rocket they're putting it. Like, they have room.
Or just put it on a fucking model rocket. Those things cost like $3,000. You didn't have to go so hard, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, God. You got me fucked up.
Johnny, why you got me fucked up?
That is going to be the title of Johnny Depp's biography. You didn't have to go so hard.
Yeah, definitely his biography, not his autobiography. When someone goes back in time and wants to write a book of the story of Johnny Depp, it would definitely be titled, "Oh God, Johnny Depp, Why You Go So Hard."
I can make that the title. That his name that might draw in some issues.
SEO though.
Right? I'm tempted.
Topical.
I am tempted. Also didn't include this, but I guess Tenet is just kind of coming to Blu-ray after all. So you guys send me your addresses so I have your Christmas gifts locked in for this year.
Hey, isn't it coming to streaming though?
Fuck! Would you guys want to... No. Okay, no. Never mind.
Ryan, I thought you made some sort of pact of if you weren't able to see Tenet in theaters, you would never watch it on TV until you were... on a TV until you were able to watch it on a big screen.
Yeah.
And
that was potentially a thing.
That was 2 months into quarantine, Ryan.
Yeah,
that was
I am a different man.
I have grown and learned and matured. I just want to say that these actions do not reflect who I want to be. I momentarily lost my grip on who I want to be as a person in this world, and I'm making some changes. This is a moment of deep reflection.
I'm going through changes.
Change it, turn and face the changes.
We're all doing different stuff there.
Yeah, that's what makes it great. When you're talking, Google Hangouts like mutes other people.
Yeah. I think that's why we always have such a bad problem of interrupting each other and speaking over each other on Google Hangouts.
You can kind of tell that they're talking, but you don't really know what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's a very weird scenario.
All right. Any other news? Or are we moving on to maybe the meme corner or probably the breakouts?
Alex Trebek died.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That was pretty sad.
Yeah,
It sucks.
Fucking, what a legend.
I
mean, when he disclosed his diagnosis, pancreatic cancer is fucking
bad.
brutal, man. It's
bad.
Really takes no prisoners. So I'm hoping that he had a good runway. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm hoping that he was at peace, and he seemed like it during his final broadcasts of Jeopardy, or final recordings. He seemed like he was in a good place. So, yeah, brutal.
Do they have a new host? I haven't been paying attention to
no.
Jeopardy. No.
I mean, they might have one lined up, but not announced.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
At the very least.
you think they'll continue the program?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It's pretty popular. Like, it's pretty
Oh
massive.
no, yeah, it's huge. Jeopardy is
Huge.
a very huge,
We
very
get huge
popular,
ratings.
very legendary show.
Bigly ratings.
Bigly. No, don't associate Alex Trebek with that man.
I'm not associating Alex Trebek. I'm associating ABC.
Oh. Okay.
That one's fair.
Not really. NBC, yeah.
Oh wait,
That's
is
much
that what
ABC.
The Apprentice was on?
Yeah, I was on NBC.
No, I don't know why I thought it was on ABC.
It's my favorite Super Bowl commercial. The Brotherhood of Man one, and it's
Yep.
ruined.
Right.
Trump comes up in the middle of it. I'm like, fuck. God damn it.
Oh.
Because it's literally like Community, Parks and Rec, The Office, 30 Rock, like all, and you're like, fucking wow, what a comedy lineup they had at one point.
All the late
then-
aughts, early tens heavy hitters. Here you go.
And then Trump is like, you. And I'm like,
Ruined it. Soiled it.
so I have that. Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Doesn't seem like we have any memes. Other than Stop the Count.
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one.
Stop the count. What a desperation tweet. It's just got some fucking vibes about it, man. Stop the count! Like all caps, exclamation mark.
So I think I like the I won the presidency by a lot. Is even better. I won this election by a lot.
Or I hereby declare for electoral college purposes.
Yeah, no, what a
Votes
fucking weird way of saying that. He's like, I hereby declare for electoral college purposes the state of Pennsylvania, and also claim
Commonwealth of
for
Pennsylvania.
electoral college purposes the state of Michigan, if in fact these allegations of fraud are true. Just like,
Yeah.
Well,
He said the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania too. He was using like
did he?
the official name. Like he
he had someone
really thought it was a law thing. Like he was legally.
he had someone. He had Giuliani draft up what Giuliani thinks is the law now, and Giuliani in his incoherent dementia state, like, try this one on for size. Just say you won. It's like if the teacher doesn't show up, for 15 minutes, you're legally allowed to leave class. And it's like if the race hasn't been called within the first 12 hours, you're legally allowed to just be president.
Yeah. Thinking of like Tim and Eric, just like, it's free real estate.
Yeah.
You just gotta take it, man. No one's ever tried that before.
It's free real estate. It's a free and legal high.
Those tweets are definitely a mood, but like also, like they're reminiscent of a child doing everything they can not to make something they don't want to happen not happen.
Exactly.
But when this is coming from
there.
Like it's
like
as
when
children.
Yeah, it's like when you accidentally hurt your sibling and they start kind of crying and you realize
and you're like, no, it's okay, stop.
Like, oh, you're fine. Like that's like that desperation energy where it's just like, oh shit. Like, this is very, very bad.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Fuck.
My nightmares are come true. Maybe if I flip on Don Jr., I can get some levity.
His thing that he said in, I want to say it was Michigan. I may be wrong on this one though. It could have been Pennsylvania. When he's like, hey, like I don't know I don't know what's gonna happen if I lose. I might have to leave the country. I'd be so embarrassed. It's like
Hey.
Here we go.
There are a lot of people preparing to sue the President of the United States as soon as he's out of office right now. Yeah.
That's definitely never happened, right? I don't think we've had a single president that then
is prosecuted.
Not prosecuted, moved abroad. Like even if it wasn't for like fleeing purposes, I feel like every ex-president lives out the rest of their days in America. Like,
right.
Yeah.
That's pretty
kind of
impressive.
what goes along with being a former president is like there's still a lot of responsibilities.
You have duties. You have a Secret Service detail for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You have a pension for the rest of your life. Like you're expected to show up at certain events and stuff. Like it's a dedication.
Mm-hmm. You're not just a celebrity.
You have to work on your presidential library and shit.
Yeah.
Which Trump's presidential fucking library is gonna be
my
the
God.
weirdest thing. Like Nixon's presidential library now is all about Watergate and shit. Like it doesn't whitewash anything. So Trump's presidential library, is gonna get into it. Like,
God damn.
Is there?
I'm gonna go back to college. I don't know I don't know what degree you need to like run a presidential library, but I'm gonna go back to college, get that degree, and then be in charge of Trump's presidential library in like 15 years.
And here's the wing of
take that shit over.
And here's the wing of the library that's just about the tweets.
Yeah, this is the Twitter wing. You step into a pod and tweets just start like fucking assaulting you from all sides.
Like this is what it was like to be a citizen of the United States between 2016 and 2020, and it's just vitriol and hate and confusion and fuck ups.
God,
man. No, it's all digital. And like at that point we'll have like, the neural implants and stuff, and they just within like it's like half a second upload every tweet into your brain. And it just fucking kills you.
It's a suicide booth.
Yeah.
I went a different route in my mind. For me, that is just... All right, and here's the 2016 to 2020 simulation chamber, and you just do like the Karate Kid crane kick to somebody's head.
Yeah, it's a simulation chamber, but it's just a white room with a guy in a gi.
Someone that beats you up.
Yeah. You just step in and you're expecting, in the year 2016, like narrated by David. Instead, it's just some dude in a karate gi, and you're just like,
It's like, I'm Terrence.
Yeah. Starts out with a dick punch and does not look back. Like,
no, they still strap you into like a VR headset. Right, here's your headset. Here's your controller. You're like, all right, when's it turn on? And then just someone beats the shit out of you.
Just like, so when the guy like puts the headset on, and then it's like you just hear like a roll of quarters being put into his fist. He's just, hey, when's it turn on? Whack. As hard as he can, punch right to the back of the skull.
They say if you
fuck. That's pretty accurate, actually. Like, I lived through it, and It's like Saving Private Ryan, the beach scene where like a lot of the World War II soldiers got PTSD because it was so accurate. That would be what that simulation room would be like for people that lived through 2016 to 2020. Just like, that shit was real, man. You nailed it.
I like to imagine
Terrence.
Terrence is just like, they say if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And gotta say, I'm enjoying this.
Right beforehand, they were like, all right, and we need to, you need to do a blood donation before we're in there to get you nice and, tired and woozy. This will simulate the exhaustion that everyone felt by the middle of 2019.
They're stealing
oh man, this is as bad as it gets, right? No.
No.
Just like a chair bashed over your head.
Give him the chair, Terrence! Give him the chair!
Yeah. That's what it really is. It's just like a live stream. Like, they're just... all it is like a shitty sham where they're selling, access to the live stream of people getting beat up. They're selling your blood on the black market. They're...
Yeah.
Every 10 customers, they steal an organ and sell that on the black market. It's just one giant scam. And that would be, once again, super accurate for the years 2016 to 2020.
All right, so we're going to take some blood here, have 3 shots of whiskey, step onto this treadmill for a half hour. You feeling good? No, I feel maybe the worst I've ever felt. Well, I mean, the worst you've ever felt so far. Terrence! Get in here!
God damn it.
We have gotten so much mileage out of this bit. I'm genuinely impressed.
Memes.
That'll take us into the breakout. I don't know. Do we want to start with Andrew and Hades, or Ryan? What are you checking out? Andrew and Hades. Oh, go for it.
Okay.
Oh. Andrew's on his phone. Ryan, what are you checking out?
All right, I'll start. I rewatched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That movie is a fucking masterpiece.
Rad. Hell yeah.
It is. It's a perfect movie. Everything's great. I fucking love it. It's perfect. I don't know what else to say. It's been probably 8 months, and it was the perfect gap. I think I need to set a reminder in my calendar every
8 months to watch that movie.
Watch this fucking movie. It's so good, guys. This was the first time, I rewatched it. I caught, every time you watch it, you kind of catch something new. This time it was in the final battle scene, right before they destroy the collider. There's a part where Miles randomly starts looking into space, and he sees all of these webs for a good 10 seconds. And for some reason, I never noticed that before in that fight sequence. But there's a 10-second period where he's just gazing into this multiverse beam, and all he's seeing are webs. And I'm like, oh shit, that's them teasing another tease of the sequel and stuff. The multiverse is now completely infused with the spider DNA, and this is how they're creating a link for potential sequels and everything like that, is them using the multiverse link or whatever has created some sort of rift that allows them to traverse it. So that was fucking cool. I was just how did I not notice this? This is a long 10-second thing of webs, and I think I was just so caught up in the artistic moment before in the previous viewings that never caught it before. So fucking good. Everyone watch it. Rewatch it if you haven't watched it lately.
Fuck yeah.
I did restart Fantasy High Season 2.
Yeah.
Brendan Lee Mulligan is just too perfect. So I'm halfway through episode 1. I still haven't watched it very much, but I did watch it.
Have you gotten to the Arthur Eggfort bits?
Yeah, he's there. He's in and around their house and fucking around and being a goofball. He's gonna create a giant vehicle thing for all of them. A bus creature, it sounded like.
You want me to create you want me to create a brand new animal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Done. So I like that. I bought Madden 21 for the PS4.
Oh.
So I did not skip this generation of console. Somehow. At a week before I got my PlayStation 5, I caved. Bought some PlayStation 4 content. And here's the thing. I'm not sure it's gonna work, where I can get the PS5 version.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Putting that PlayStation 4 disc into the PlayStation 5 will work. That, you will be playing Madden 21 one way or another. And sometime in December, they will upgrade to, the PlayStation 5 version for people that own the game, is my understanding. And
Interesting.
The PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation 4 version of the game is a key to unlocking. It's like a fucking Uncharted MacGuffin. It's like the key to unlocking the PlayStation 5 version. Like an update will go out, and there's like some code that's written on the disc will then activate the PlayStation 5 version and then like update that to your console.
So if we both still lived in Madison, we could use that key, like the same one, in order to get the PS5 version?
I'm guessing that there's like something preventing that. But yeah, not positive.
Find out then. Are all PS4 discs just playable on the PS5?
Yes.
With the exception of like 10 honestly
there's
forgettable
like 10
games.
10
yes.
games that you haven't heard of.
Interesting.
And those are the only ones that don't work.
Are there any PlayStation 3 discs that work?
I don't believe so.
I think they said that there is not backwards compatibility. Like there's not physical backwards compatibility with PlayStation 3 games, which means that they will probably be releasing PlayStation 3 games digitally that you can buy.
Boo.
No.
I have so many PlayStation 3 discs.
Yeah, same.
That would have been nice. I have my PlayStation 3 all set up.
Yeah.
Also, apparently the PlayStation 5 controller works with the PlayStation 3 and not the PlayStation 4. Like they've like tested it out. If you like plug in the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller into a PlayStation 3, you can just fully play games with it on your PS3. It does not work at all with the PlayStation 4.
Fun.
So weird.
So yeah, speaking of that, by the next podcast, me and Andrew very possibly could have a PlayStation 5. And who knows, maybe Lucas too.
Lucas.
I'm sweating a little bit, but I'm still pretty confident.
You have to order online at Target if you want to.
Yeah, okay. So
and same with Walmart. Lucas, he has a plan.
I want to get a battle plan.
Yes, IGN put out a article and a tweet tied to the article saying, "You want to get a PlayStation 5? Here's what you got to fucking do." Bookmark that page. Had a bunch of links to the various realtors that are going to start selling. That are going to sell those like day of. They're getting fresh stock. So I went to all of their websites, created accounts for all of them, entered in my payment information for all of them, and then set alarms on my phone for, okay, here's when Walmart says they're going to start making more available. Here's when Target says they're going to start making more available. Here's when GameStop it. And now I am currently staring down on the bulletin board above my desk the like wacky digits on the back of my credit card. So I don't even have to like run to where I keep my wallet to get that to for sure have those numbers right above me. Let's fucking go.
This is starting to sound like a little bit more effort than just pre-ordering.
Yeah,
which is what you were
especially considering that there was a moment where like Walmart and Target had stock, and we said, "Oh, it has stock, Lucas. Get it in." Like.
And I tried to do that for Target, and then bots.
You said, "I'm good.
In.
I don't need to."
Nah.
Andrew tried to convince you to put your info in so that you'd be ready, so that the Target thing wouldn't fall through. To be fair.
I stand by my statement that all of this is ridiculous, though. It
is ridiculous.
Too much work to buy a toy.
Yeah. But we play the game, Lucas.
Yeah.
You gotta play the game a little, baby.
Let's fucking go.
You can't just sit back and complain about how broken the system is. Sometimes you gotta play the game a little to get what you want.
You know what? That's fair.
You gotta play by their rules before you can make your own.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like me with networking.
Right?
God, networking sucks. It's completely embarrassing how transparent everyone is about just literally trying to create career avenues for themselves. And then you realize, yeah, but
it's the only way.
That's how shit works, homie. So, yeah. That's it. That's my analogy. Buying a PlayStation 5 is like professional networking.
It's kind of one for one.
Yeah. There's really a lot of comparisons to be made there. I think that was #deep.
Hell
so we
yeah.
can play Madden 21 then together immediately. We don't have to wait until December 8th.
It's my understanding, and it's because all of this is way more complicated than it needs to be. I can totally see there being something in there of like, oh, well, you played this on a PlayStation 5 before you played it on a PlayStation 4. Therefore, like, you don't qualify for the upgrade. I mean, one way or another, you will be able to play Madden 21 on your PlayStation 5 with your PlayStation 4 disc. However, I don't really know exactly how the upgrade works.
And here's another question. If we start our epic online dynasty of war and epicness, and then we get the upgraded version, I'm guessing it won't carry over, right?
Maybe. I mean,
I'm pretty sure it won't.
Because you can
From
have
the articles I read.
I mean, like, there's cloud save, what do you call it?
A different version of the game.
From
what I read online, it sounded like Ultimate Team and shit that was server side in theory. They would just transfer progress manually. It doesn't sound like they're willing to do that for shit that doesn't make them money.
I thought I saw in there though, it said like franchise mode, like saved to the console will not transfer over. However, like cloud save franchises will carry over. Not positive though.
Yeah, regardless.
We'll see.
Worst case, we can. Now I don't even know. Like if we start playing Madden 21 PS4 on the PS5, do all that, and then we upgrade it. Do we have access to the PS4 version anymore, or is it replaced with the PS5 version? You know?
Yeah.
This shit's all dumb.
It is absolutely dumb.
They really should have had it ready for the launch of the PS5, like the upgraded version. So, what can you do?
You can play Hades like Andrew has been.
Yeah, I've been playing Hades. I do want to talk about Madden 21 for a second, though.
Go for it. That's the easier transition.
Well, because like that's what we were talking about, and I was just going to get into it. That like past couple of days, I've been feeling kind of like frustrated and melancholy with some other shit. So I like keep going back to Madden 21 as my like dumb stress relief game. Except it's been the opposite of that lately. In my franchise mode, I became very bad at this game very quickly. I don't know what happened, and it's not like I just switched over to a higher difficulty mode.
I was gonna say, are you still on Pro?
No, I'm on All Pro.
Okay.
I've been playing the season on All Pro, and I started the season 9-1. I lost like a really close game to the Cardinals somewhere in there. Like it was just kind of like a fluke game. But otherwise, I've still been pretty good. Like not as dominant as I won the season before, which is partly because I had to blow up my team and start a lot of rookies due to like money issues, and then also because I raised the difficulty. So that makes sense that I haven't been just winning by 40 points every game. But I lost the last 3 games in a row. The 3 games that I played to try to be like my stress relief games. Lost 3 straight. I've thrown like 15 interceptions in those 3 games. I just cannot stop throwing picks. I only run probably 10 offensive plays a game during those 3 games because I just can't stay on the field because I just will, have like a 4-yard gain run, maybe get a first down, like short slant, and then throw an interception. It's like every series is like that, and I don't know why. Every single contested catch is an interception. There's been a bunch of like guys just booping the ball up into the air, and then it flying 20 feet into the sky, and then just coming down into the arms of a safety. There were a bunch of like weird Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love overthrows because I benched Aaron Rodgers after he threw 6 interceptions against the Rams. I benched him and started Jordan Love, who then continued to throw 5 interceptions in the following game.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. After Aaron Rodgers threw 6 interceptions to the Rams in real life or in the game?
In the game.
Okay.
In the game. I'm like, I just need to try something new. So I put in Jordan Love, who then threw 5 interceptions. And then I benched Jordan Love in the fourth quarter, brought in Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, maybe I can do something with this drive. Aaron Rodgers on his first throw, interception.
So you're saying Love is quantifiably a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers?
He did throw less picks.
He did throw fewer picks. That's true. But yeah, no, it's been bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on.
Thing. Like for me in football video games, if I focus and like lock in, I literally never make a mistake basically, because it's just you get a feel for it and then it's over basically. But yeah, if you like might have had diverted focus, or maybe we're having trouble focusing for various reasons, it can absolutely like sneak up on you, and then you might start pressing and you're getting a little, trigger happy. Next thing you know. There's also scripted losses in Madden, like 100%. Any EA Sports video game has scripted losses, which are fucking embarrassing and
really
very easy to find out. Yeah, they're, and I want to say scripted like you can overcome them. Like you can play perfectly and win, but it's very obvious. Like the CPU is supposed to win this game.
The Madden people fucking put one of the worst mechanics in JRPGs into their game.
Madden is an RPG. I think I made that argument a couple weeks ago.
I mean, you can make the argument as a JRPG.
Madden is an RPG. No, not a JRPG.
It's turn-based.
It is turn-based. You're right. Maybe Madden is a JRPG.
Madden is turn-based?
Although,
what?
Kind of.
Yeah.
How?
Because you run the play, and then it stops, and then you choose
things.
your shit from the list.
Yeah.
And then you do the action again, and then something happens, and then the opponent will then do the same to you.
It's not a simulated play. You're not choosing a play and then seeing what happens. You are actively running the play yourself. And in head-to-head Madden, there's 2 players in real time trying to stop each other.
I mean...
Well, then what you're saying is that Madden transcended the JRPG genre to create something new. I don't know. Maybe we'll call it like a Strand-type game.
Madden is a Strand-type game. One of 2 of its kind.
Yeah.
And it's dying. It's dying on the vine.
Andrew, have you beaten Hades and Hades yet?
No, I have not beaten Hades.
Okay.
I have beaten Theseus and the Minotaur a couple of times.
Good for them for overcoming their differences.
Yeah. No, it is fun. Like, Hades is like just a joy to play. It's like whether you like I want to just sit down and play a video game for an hour or 2, or it's like, all right, I got 15 minutes before I got to go do something, or I'm taking like a small break during work. I can play, a short amount of a run, take care of a couple of rooms, put it on pause, sleep mode, go back to work. It's a joy. Interacting with all the different gods and shit is fun.
There are so many good lines of dialogue.
Yeah, I know, it's insane. I feel like the voice acting has gotten better as the game went on.
I don't know if you've gotten to this part yet. It's not a significant spoiler, but there's a line where after dying, Zagreus approaches his dad Hades and just says, "Hey, why do you have Theseus as like the last boss? Like he's just the worst. Couldn't you have gotten somebody cooler like Hercules?" And Hades' response is something like, You don't know the politics of the underworld. I have my reasons. And Zagreus, in turn, just says, "Oh my god, you really couldn't have just gotten anyone else, could you? He was the only one who wanted to take this shitty job."
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
the dynamics of Hades isn't like the devil. He's just a shitty dad with a short temper and also a bad boss. He's just a bureaucrat.
But then also, in the same way that, you kind of understand his reasoning, you kind of know where he's coming from, where it's like, no, dude, you don't want to get mixed up with the Olympians. They all suck. But Zagreus, I at least want to make that decision for myself.
Yeah.
It's great.
The like weird little quirk where like you can't really like meet up with Demeter, the goddess of seasons, until you get outside for the first time.
Yes.
And then she starts showing up, like she's like, "Oh, hey, you," because she like wasn't involved in that shit, and then you stepped outside, and then she knew who you were. Yeah, no, that was pretty good.
There's a really good exchange between Demeter and Aphrodite where Aphrodite is just kind of like, yeah, so I don't know why she chooses to look old. That's weird to me. And then Demeter's response is just basically, no, yeah, you wouldn't get why this is a good look, you floozy.
Damn.
She didn't have to go that hard.
Ain't nobody got any business making Demeter that thing.
Jeez. No, it's just a good game.
Yes.
Like, I don't really have anything negative to say about it other than, like, I'm starting to get frustrated by, like, not having beat it yet. It's like, man, I gotta do all this shit over. And, like, there's a point where it's like, if you have, like, a bad room, if you just, like, have a bad run on, like, one of the rooms and you lose one of your, like, lives early, like, okay, it's just over.
Yeah.
Even if I, like, make it really far, I'm not going to be able to win. So I might as well die. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play for the next 20 minutes and lose anyway. That part's kind of frustrating. But
have you met any of Meg's sisters yet?
Oh yeah, all both of them.
That was the first time that happened to me. That was really fucking good.
Which one did you meet up with first?
Electo.
Is that the murder girl?
Well, they're both murder girls.
Well,
but
because the first one that I met up with after, you know, the second Fury was the one that can only say the word murderer.
That was to Tiffany, and no, I met up with Electo first, and Electo is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as for stuff on my end, Brian, I think you had said you had watched some of this show before. I watched the first 2 episodes of Schitt's Creek. Not great, maybe just fine.
Join the club.
Maybe a poor man's Arrested Development.
Not even.
Ugh.
I really genuinely did not like the show. I did not see the appeal.
They're trying to.
The problem is with me.
They're trying to go for that though, right? Like that's not just me. They're trying to go for a like kind of Arrested Development kind of. No, okay.
I feel like they're not. They're actually poor.
Right.
In this Arrested Development, they were never.
Okay.
They were never actually poor, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
There was always money in the banana stand. If you like, they had as much money as the plot needed them to have.
Right.
Schitt's Creek is definitely limited by the fact that they are legitimately poor.
And then, but and not to say it isn't funny, but it's also kind of less biting because I don't know. I felt like Arrested Development, the humor was always, these people are fucking rich and they're idiots, and look at the terrible situations they get themselves into, whereas this is, boy, aren't rich people dumb and also poor people dumb?
Yeah, honestly. I don't know. I just didn't think it was funny.
Fair. That's fair.
I didn't have a character that I had an inroad with.
Yeah.
I thought that Catherine O'Hara was just, or her character, obviously. I thought Moira was insufferable in like the worst possible way. Like,
yeah,
really, really struggled every time she was on screen. A lot of them were insufferable. Like Rolland was totally insufferable. Like it was a rough watch for me.
Episode, there was a like 5-minute joke about her freaking out about her earrings maybe being stolen, and then the payoff is just, oh no, I just moved where your earrings were. And that, I don't know. That did not land for me. Wasn't even close to landing for me. No.
Ian watched the whole thing. Not for me.
No?
It's beloved. Like,
yeah.
People cannot get enough of it, and I will not try to take that away from them. Holy shit, is it not for me?
when I was first hearing about either, I was under the impression like, oh, people like Schitt's Creek as much as they like The Good Place. These must be like equally good shows.
More.
And real,
I would say absolutely Schitt's Creek bigger than The Good Place. Yeah.
Fuck.
So
don't get it. And then also,
got the appeal.
yeah. Also still playing No More Heroes. Fantastic game. Coming up on the 15-hour mark. Have just about beaten it. And really good. Really tight. Really fun. Such a competently written game where if anything else tried to go for this level of humor or tried to make the statement, what if gamers actually kind of suck, would fall super flat on its face. But this is a very competent game, and I dig it.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, low-key, what if gamers actually kind of sucked?
Yeah, here's the main character, Travis Touchdown. He's rad. He's fucking hot. But he is also just a loser gamer who it's just fucking... He killed like 100 people because he wanted to have sex with a woman.
Hey, you know?
We've all been there.
Jesus.
Travis Touchdown do be simpin'.
Before it was even a word. This game came out in like 2007. Wait, when was the Wii a thing? The Wii was a thing in 2007, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's when it came out, right? Or maybe it was 2005 or something. It was definitely a thing.
Right?
100% a thing. I had mastered Wii Tennis by that point.
Okay.
If you don't fast serve it, it will be a win. I will hit it where your character cannot return it. Every time. It's not a joke. It's real. I played that game so much. I know exactly when to hit it on the return. That if you're not hitting the speed serve where the ball like becomes blurry, it's game over. And even then, sometimes with the blurry ball, I can hit a winner every time.
I think we just found our new reward tier on Patreon.
Wii Tennis off.
Get us to $200 and you can play a match of Wii Tennis with Ryan.
Online Wii Tennis. We have the technology.
Do we? I don't know if those games have online
There might
support.
be I have a Wii emulator.
Oh, well.
I mean, there is no online for Wii Sports, so that'd be a tough. I was playing Wii Tennis with someone who had not played it before, and yeah, I was just like, I was like a coach. Like, I was trying to get it where they could, like, work on their skills. Because I could put it wherever I want. It was... And I haven't played the game for, like, 2.5 years. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, I'm too good at this fucking game. This is dumb.
Is this what's getting you on the spaceship when aliens come and like, all right, we just want, like, the best humans and we're going to save you guys. And you're like, Wii Tennis champ coming in.
Wii Tennis might get me up there. I don't know.
Ryan's
I need to be
desperately searching for someone that's able to beat him at Wii Tennis so that he can like finally retire. He can finally like step down or like die satisfied knowing that there's someone better than him.
Ryan is looking for his Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. No, exactly.
I'm recruiting. I'm trying to find talent.
Was that?
And I'm going to coach them up. One day they'll beat me.
You know what? Maybe I'm giving the goat away that I haven't watched enough sports movies. But like, was that a trope or was that like a genuine writing convention? Because I don't know of how many movies where the hook is the bad guy just wants somebody to beat him so he can like move on with his life, so he can stop being the best.
I've never seen that before.
Okay.
that if someone brought up that plot point, I would assume Talladega Nights. Like I don't know if that has ever been done before that.
It's one of those things I feel like it's been done before, but I can't name a single example.
Yeah.
You know?
Which might be a caliber of how strong the writing is in that movie. Mm-hmm.
Stuck a knife in my leg. Damn it. All right. Wants to talk football.
Packers played really well against the 49ers B team.
49ers C team practice squad.
There's a college football team.
College All-Stars.
And
Yeah,
you
no,
know
like
what?
it was a really good football team. You know, maybe they could have beaten Alabama, but
I'm not gonna lie. It felt good. It felt really good to watch Aaron Rodgers just decimate these children on the field.
just beat up these kids.
Yeah.
We were doing things at will. I am starting to make the argument that Davante Adams belongs in the not. He's always been in the like top tier, but like kind of like right below like the big names. You know,
No,
he's always been like
absolutely.
right below the Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas level, where like those are the top guys. He's literally like 4 or 5 usually on people's lists. I'm starting to make that argument that he belongs with those names at this point. Like
Yeah.
he is.
All right.
It's a
just so
conversation that
fucking
people
good.
have been like publicly having this season.
Yeah.
And it's like, is Davante Adams the best receiver in the league? They're like, here's the guys that, you know, could compete with them. And it's like, is he as good as Julio Jones? Yeah, maybe. Is he as good as DeAndre Hopkins? Yeah, maybe.
He's in the mix.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He's insane. I mean, and it absolutely helps the fact that at this moment there's no one else to throw to on the team that he's gonna get this kind of volume, but like he can fucking deliver with it.
Yeah. In spite of missing 2.5 games, he is the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy football this season.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Let's see. He's got. I'm gonna do some math.
Oh.
Someone said if you took his last 10 games and extrapolated them over 16, it'd be like 2,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 150 catches. Like just an ungodly season.
Yeah, he's got 8 touchdowns in 5.5 games.
Yeah.
Weird.
And I mean, again, like really quick mental math, but like, he's got 3 games over 150 yards. He's got 1 game where he, you know, left early and had, you know, kind of a shitty game. And then 2 games that like any other wide receiver would be like, yeah, that's okay in terms of yardage. And the like his lowest full game receiving yardage also came with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
He is.
And he's doing this all with no second receiving option.
yeah, so he's getting
literally
ganged
the
up
sole
on.
focus of every single defense, and it doesn't matter.
He's getting triple covered and still making miraculous catches and 160 yards and all that shit.
DeAndre Hopkins might be a guy now. Like, he is. Yeah.
A guy?
DeAndre Hopkins is not just a guy.
Well,
Devontae makes DeAndre look like a guy.
you know what? There are a lot of dudes on the field in a football game. DeAndre Hopkins is a guy in a football game, though.
Truth. Also, the Bucks are getting just spanked right now as we speak.
Yeah, I know. The
They're
Saints
down by 31
have put
points
up.
at half.
Yeah, it's insane. The Bucks have not scored.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Literally down 31-0. They're on pace to lose 62-0.
I cannot wait to see the defector Tom Brady credometer.
Yeah. That will be nice.
Mm.
Also, my monster team came to life.
Yeah,
today.
it's
Yeah.
just it's not fair.
It came online for the first time.
Hey, I don't know if you want to start Christian McCaffrey. You know, he's just coming back, might split time. You're like, I'm going to start Christian McCaffrey. Puts up fucking 32, like it's nothing.
That wasn't my high score. That wasn't even my second high score.
it's not okay. Ryan's not allowed to do this.
My defense got -2, and I'm gonna put up 174.
So I'm fighting not to be the cuck right now. I'm probably going to be the cuck, but I'm fighting not to be the cuck.
Yeah, Lucas and I are currently front runners for cuckery, and
I think Ian worries about himself too a lot, though. I don't know how much of it's earned or deserved, but
No, I am past the threshold of being worried about this. Now I am just okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be the cuck, maybe I'll get lucky, but I'm probably going to be in last.
Yeah, I am no longer like realistically fighting to get into the playoffs. Like obviously I'm still going to try to, but right now I'm trying to make my team as good as possible so that I don't lose in the losers bracket.
You could still win today, and then you wouldn't have to win out. Andrew, Lucas, you cannot.
No,
you have lost.
I mathematically,
which is depressing.
This is fantasy football for me. Has become something where I'm like, okay, let me put a little bit of time to thinking about this too. All right, I guess I'll set my lineup when I'm out of the toilet and maybe file a waiver claim. That's it.
That's what the cucks always do.
Yeah, no, I'm still thinking about it real hard.
Yeah, which gives a lot of pain to if Ian ends up taking it again this year, because boy is he really trying to avoid it. To hear saying, I've just kind of stopped caring.
I mean, you know what? If Andrew gets the cuck, that's proof that the system works. That's proof that, all right, you're number one next year, the 1 year, and then the next year you got the odds stacked against you.
I've still only missed the playoffs 1 year, and it was like a slaughter. Like I was the best team in the league that missed the playoffs. The points against me. Like it doesn't work if you're good.
That's why you gets fucked by everybody, because you got fucked by everybody.
I'm going to be the points against leader right now. This will be the third week that I will be the number 1 team that played the number 2 team. And I've fortunately won all 3 of them because I ended up being the number 1 team. But I will have the most points against in our entire league, and also the most points for by a pretty healthy margin. So it's something about this league. Everyone fucking shows up against me. This year it has worked out very well for me that I've always showed up when those people show up, but god damn it, it is frustrating.
Ryan, you know what? I'm going to do you a favor. Next time I play you, I'm going to put effort into setting my lineup, like playing the best people I have available, and I'm going to suck ass for you.
Potentially.
Nope, that's going to happen.
We'll see. The other thing is, I'm not sure it matters.
No, it doesn't.
The other thing is with this team, apparently every time someone gets second highest scorer, I get highest, and it doesn't matter.
No?
So, we will see. Josh Allen was playing the Seahawks, and before the Seahawks, he was also, I think his grandmother died in the last week. So, Sean McDermott was saying that it was a very personal game for him. And he was playing.
Why did the Seahawks kill his grandma?
Jesus Christ! It felt like a cathartic experience, and the Seahawks are just utterly terrible. So it was a bounce back game for him. We're going to see if he is able to maintain any level of success at all moving forward. But I don't think Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey, and Devontae Adams are going anywhere. No. Might have the number 1 running back, number 2 running back, number 1 wide receiver for the rest of the season. That would be a little obnoxious.
Congrats to you, Ryan. And congrats to all of our listeners for sticking with us through episode 119 of the Voluntary Viewing podcast. If you like what you heard, like, comment, subscribe, leave a rating, leave a review, etc. Check us out on Patreon, where we have a bunch of great tiers. You can help out the show and join the likes of Tiffany Cole, Sensual Richard Nixon, and Sucky Badger. Follow us on Twitter at V2_podcast, where we got updates, are posting clips, following a bunch of people now, getting our follower count up. It's a good time over there. Email us your questions or business partnership opportunities, voluntaryviewing@gmail.com. And now Andrew's going to step in to tell you about our Instagram.
Check us out on Instagram. Give us a follow. Send us some love. Find us at Voluntary Viewing podcast or just Voluntary Viewing. See some funny clips.
What's new on there? What's maybe in the pipeline?
So, our most recent post on Instagram is a little wacky number that all you dedicated listeners, I'm sure, would remember as the Deer Society clip, where we kind of go over how abstinence-only education compares to deer not crossing the road. We got some breakfast food conspiracies. Right now in the chamber, we got some stuff about a little cartoon fox that maybe has steered a little too far to the right on the political spectrum. And then also, there's probably going to be a bit about people getting beat up at Trump's, presidential library. That's the thing that's going to happen soon.
Calling it out. Instant classic.
Very cool. And then, of course, hi, I'm Lucas DeRuyter. You can follow me on Twitter at Lucas DeRuyter. Or you could just DM me insults about an anime article I wrote literally 2 years ago on the night that Biden is declared president-elect for the United States.
Whoa. What?
This is starting to sound specific.
That happened to me.
Yeah,
that happened to me on
DMs
Saturday.
the other day about an article you wrote 2 years ago?
Yes. Saying...
Was it like anti-Biden?
No, it was it was just weird to me because this extremely petty remark and then the insult, you don't watch enough anime to be writing about anime, juxtaposed with arguably one of the biggest historical events of our lifetime.
If Lucas doesn't watch enough anime to write about anime, the
man.
pool for ability to write about anime is fucking shallow. Jesus Christ. The Venn diagram of people who are able to write coherently and people that watch enough anime in that person's world are two separate circles. The people that watch more anime than Lucas, I promise you, cannot write a coherent article about it.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Lucas is at the extreme of that chart. Anime knowledge and writing ability. He is all the way in the upper right corner.
Honestly, my first reaction was to go after this person like I usually do for people who are just dickheads on Twitter. But then I'm
go
like...
after them? Why did you find out where they live?
No, but like fucking call them out. Just fucking... Alright, you're being a dick to me out of nowhere. Fuck you, man. But... This was just so absurd to me. And the fact that they ended the insult with just the word sorry. Like, I don't know. I just reported it. What the fuck is this? I cannot. I don't have it in me.
Screen cap and put them on blast with the caption I ... Feel like that's the meta.
Yeah. It's the Twitter version of like, Jim face right into the camera. Just like, guys?
Someone gotta come get your mans.
I hope they're at least a child. I hope this isn't an adult thinking that this is... I hope this isn't an adult thinking this is how you dunk on somebody, honestly.
I hope they're not that shitty at crafting insults.
Right?
As an adult.
Yeah.
That would make me sad.
I would
should
hope
have then
that
just like took him by the hand and be like, hey man, this was a really bad insult, but if you want to like try like harder next time, here's a couple of tips. It'd really hurt my feelings if I said something about my mother. Or just said I wasn't creative.
Names, Lucas. What's the at?
Oh god.
Inquiring minds want to know.
You know what? Fuck it. Alright, let's fucking...
At Andrew's burner account.
At Chainsaw Man is overrated. OJ? Oh, this is... What's going on?
Oh boy, don't get me started on Chainsaw Man. Great chapter this week. The at is, and you know what, now that I look at it, this might be a bot. At capital XQT 4873461.
It sounds like it would be more of like a burner account.
Okay.
Someone just made a secondary account with like a random set of numbers.
Did they have any other tweets?
Yes. Trying to pull it up now. They have retweets.
One of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a burner account. They
okay.
have it for scrolling and for DMing.
Okay.
This
That's
is someone's
what my regular
dad.
account's for.
Yeah.
Except for the DMing part.
Yeah, I'm sure Ryan doesn't DM.
Also, they
Genuinely don't
have any anime in their feed. This is just perplexing.
There's no anime in their feed. What? Do they not watch enough anime to write about anime?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I retweeted like 3 things about Chainsaw Man today.
That's
After
manga.
sending them to Andrew.
Yeah, that's manga.
That's manga,
Lucas
you
really
heathen.
isn't qualified to write about anime. He thinks
doesn't
they're
even
the
know
same
the difference
thing.
between manga and anime.
Guys,
he doesn't watch enough anime to write about anime.
Guys, I don't know how much you know about the nerd hierarchy, but manga nerds. Wait. So if you're higher up on the nerd hierarchy, are you beating up lower nerds, or like lower nerds
Manga
beating
nerds
up
are
you?
not above anime nerds. What?
Oh.
I know a little about the nerd hierarchy. Anime
Okay.
is way more mainstream. And
Oh, I
therefore
wasn't
higher
talking
in
about
hierarchy.
mainstream. I was talking about like clout.
Clout is absolutely going along with how mainstream you are.
Okay.
100%. The fact that you think it's inverted is pretty creepy. We have very different worldviews, Lucas. You have more clout if you have more people that agree with you.
More of an authority on the subject then.
On the subject of manga? What
The
subject?
an IP?
The subject of being a nerd?
Sure. I don't know. We're
I
fucking
feel like
losing
you're
this
gatekeeping
one.
pretty hard here. You have to be into
No,
some obscure
not
shit
about
for it
that.
to count.
This was purely engaging on like a fight. No, fuck. I don't care if you read manga. I don't care if you watch the anime. Just enjoy good content.
I think the nerd hierarchy very much has to associate with how quasi-nerd it is, because it's actually
Okay.
really mainstream and popular.
Okay.
Like, things that are like Marvel movies are
Yep.
like towards the top of the nerd hierarchy because everyone's into them, so therefore they're not considered nerds, like in a negative connotation.
All right.
So, nerd hierarchies. This isn't a dangerous thing to set up at all. A hierarchy of human beings.
No. This fucking wind down lasted longer than I expected. I think we gotta do a clap sync now.
Yeah, we got to clap.
And that'll just about end it.
Good night, everybody. World's a slightly better place today because of us and this podcast. Maybe a couple other reasons, but mostly this.
Gerald Ford dead today at the age of, I don't know. It sounded to me like a Walter Cronkite impression.
Why'd you go with Gerald Ford dead today as your...
Oh, it was an SNL sketch.
Oh.
It was an SNL sketch where they were pre-recording future presidential deaths in case Walter Cronkite died.
Oh.
So one of them was Gerald Ford, and they would record like a million. Like, it started like dead today of a heart attack at the age of blah blah, and like it got more and more ridiculous until it was like Gerald Ford dead today from an overcooked turkey incident or something like that. 'Cause it's SNL. So, and then the bit is like they're getting really obscure just in case. So.
Okay.
That's the joke. Explained. That's why you come here, folks.
Goodbye. Goodbye for real this time, everybody.